Kept within a system, the average mind is voiceless, but every mind is capable, but most have just been toyed with. Minds have been distorted, streamlined till they're thoughtless. Views seeming the same as the people who have taught us. It's mass control, on a planet where they have control. We'll be standing in the ashes cause it's seeming like this map is old. The madness needs to vanish and the people need to grab a hold. We're living on an earth where humanity is mad and cold. Floating in the ocean, hoping for some guidance. Goals are getting frozen as they're closing up your eyelids. Souls are getting stolen, so controlled within the silence. Hope is getting broken, dissolved until we're lifeless. Floating like we're timeless, no notion of what life is. No motion as the time splits, open to what life brings. See the power of the mind, confined within a tight bin run by Sarah's lives. Hiding where the light is, I'm holding with a tight grip, I'm never letting go. There's been a lot of practice without ever getting growth. When I was never taking action, I was on a steady slope. But I messed with my approach, learning lessons on my own. Speaking blessings from my throats about my life disintegrating. They tried to integrate me, but that wasn't what I was rating. They can't eliminate me with the music in the making. I'll be moving in my lane and never losing what my brain is. Kept within a system, the average mind is voiceless, but every mind is capable, but most have just been toyed with. Minds have been distorted, streamlined till they're thoughtless. Views seeming the same as the people who have taught us. It's mass control, on a planet where they have control. We'll be standing in the ashes cause it's seeming like this map is old. The madness needs to vanish and the people need to grab a hold. We're living on an earth where humanity is mad and I hate it. I think the way it's run is mayhem. No care for other brains, so we're essentially slaving. Lives traded for paper, how much joy does that make us? Living till you die, then you're buried in a grave, bruv. Is it worth it? Living on this earth cursed without purpose. Living in a life where your mind is uncertain. Living in a 9 to 5, brain dead when you're working. Wishing for the end of your shift until 30 years pass. No clear path to Christ as the tears start. I'm sitting in the driver's seat but many of my peers aren't. Too many live their lives in regret with no drive. Have a midlife crisis and start to take a nosedive. Those guys, I pray in time will start to be enlightened. These words won't leave my head, so I'll put them down in writing. I'm living in this life with goals that only ever heighten, so this life will only brighten us. For freedom I keep fighting. Kept within a system, the average mind is voiceless, but every mind is capable, but most have just been toyed with. Minds have been distorted, streamlined till they're thoughtless. Views seeming the same as the people who have taught us. It's mass control, on a planet where they have control. We'll be standing in the ashes cause it's seeming like this map is old. The madness needs to vanish and the people need to grab a hold. We're living on an earth where humanity is mad and cold.